What's good, y'all? Let's talk about old boy saying he'd sell his soul for $100 million.
I thought that everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
I don't really put too much stock into that outside of the fact that we're coming out of a climate where it's okay to say dumb stuff for laughs. We are now coming into a climate where, whether people know it or not, they're honoring there's life and death in the power of the tongue. So people are starting to live out biblical principles, whether they understand they're living out biblical principles or not. But there's people who are not catching on to the wave because we come out of a cultural norm where it's okay to say things for shock value. Whether we mean them or not, we say things to get the likes up, the views up, to get the attention. So when he did not get the reaction he wanted, he laughed. You know how people laugh? It's funny when you listen to people and how they speak, and this just tells you how scripted the world is. We're like, this is scripted, this is scripted. Everything is scripted. Even the way that I speak is scripted. I know I have studied myself and how I speak enough. And then, you know how you hear a gifted orator? You know what? Boom. There's this chick on here, and I don't know her name, but she's a prophetess, or I don't know what she is. She identifies as a prophet. And then there's a guy on here, Senegal. I don't know. There's some guy on here who is a prophet, and he has a particular cadence. So I pay attention to people's cadences. It's not what I'm saying is scripted, but I know how to speak because I study how to speak. So it's not like I'm thinking, ooh, I'm gonna say it like this. That's inauthenticity. But what I do know is I know how to speak, and I know how to hit the punch when I'm gonna hit the punch. It just happens naturally because it's something that I pay attention to, so it becomes ingrained in me. This is why you read your Bible, so it becomes ingrained in you. But this ain't that video, it's the previous video. Well, it ain't the previous video. I'm like 20 drafts behind, so who knows when the last time I dropped a video about why we read our Bible. And I totally missed in there why we read our Bible is it starts changing things in the spirit realm. I was speaking about when we see the physical manifestation, but the physical manifestation is last. But this ain't that video. But I did want to point out when I'm watching that video, I'm like, yo, when you start reading your Bible, you start moving things in the spirit realm. That's why your circle starts changing, because the demons that were attracted to you when you didn't read your Bible, they're kind of repelled by you now that you are. Anyway, so yeah, we're coming off of a place and we're waking up to the fact that we have been manipulated in our speech. Now again, people don't realize that, they're just following the trend. Oh yeah, Senegal. Y'all know I be getting sidetracked. So yeah, he has a particular cadence, and his cadence is something that I've noticed. So I'm watching this other chick and I'm listening to her speak, and I notice her cadence is mimicking his cadence. Whether she knows it or not, she's probably not trying to be like him, but what I do know is she studies him. So now I'm like, you're putting yourself out here as a prophetess, but the way that you're speaking is letting me know you're actually going and studying somebody else, and now you're regurgitating information. And I know that because you're speaking just like someone else who does the same thing you're doing. But people who don't pay attention are just like, this is good information. Of course it's good information because she's regurgitating, because she's studying someone else. So people are very scripted. This life, all the world is a stage. Like Shakespeare was not lying. And we're coming off of a climate where we just say dumb stuff to get laughs, to get views. It's just like people will make fun of somebody who's smart. Oh, you over there studying. Like that's funny. Like everybody's laughing. Like you bullying and laughing at the person who doesn't want to fight, and you're glorifying the person that does. Like, we're coming off of a backwards, upside down world, and he's still caught in the fact that he could say something tone deaf like that and nobody respond to it. Everybody laugh about it because, oh, he said something so crazy and absurd. So I don't know if this individual would sell his soul for $100 million or not. It's interesting because I do believe this individual, I've heard in the past, he identifies as a Christian, so that was a wild statement for him to say just for a but yeah, that's wicked. Actually, I'm going to drop this video because this is a current event video. So if I drop it 20 videos from now, this wouldn't be a current event. So yeah, the last video I dropped, I talk about why we should read our Bible. But yeah, people need to get up with the times. You get up with the times by reading your Bible. You learn how to speak by reading your Bible. You learn how to think by reading your Bible. And because Jesus is trend, people are automatically going to just start following, scripting, and mimicking. Whether they're actually reading their word or not, we don't just run our mouths recklessly anymore.